because we have an author here, The Art of Filmmaking, and it's by Carol Lee Dean, who is the president of
From the Heart Productions.
From the Heart Productions. She makes romantic movies. No, I'm just teasing. All right, but you wrote this book,
Yes.
The Art of Filmmaking, and why the butterflies on the front?
Well,
Try to catch the money?
try to catch it. Yes. It's out there, and it takes a big net sometimes.
Well, the thing is now, this is for motion picture documentaries or what?
Well, basically, it's for motion pictures, independents as well as documentaries, but it can be used by any artist.
Yeah.
Basically, we're all trying to do the same thing as get money for our art. But this book...
So what's the secret?
the secret.
Which bank do I go and just sign out for it?
No, the secret starts up here.
Oh, okay.
It starts in your head. Because first I wrote this, and then I went around the country, all over the world actually, teaching film financing.
Yeah.
And I met so many filmmakers, and the majority of them, they loved to pitch me their projects, and some of them were so hysterical that I thought it was a joke, that they were setting me up. But they weren't. And the weirdest films got made. And those films that you thought would be made were never made. Because I called it the unknown factor for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then I realized that it's those people who truly believe, without a doubt, that they will get funding. And they do.
Now, where do they get funding primarily?
Well,
who's the first big money roller here?
Okay, well, the first thing you have to do is you have to change your consciousness. You have to change your thinking to believe that people will give money to you, because people don't give money to films. They give money to people. Mm-hmm. And once you get that thought in mind, then those people who work with me, I get them to give me their vision. Where do you want to be in 5 years? Who do you want to be? And how much money do you want to have made? And what is your purpose as a filmmaker? So once they get that foundation set, knowing why are they making films, and it could be just to raise the consciousness and to bring little-known information to light. That could be the purpose.
You've got to come to Miami.
Yeah.
And give a lecture on this subject.
Oh, I would love to.
Okay, you're welcome.
All right.
I'll buy lunch.
It's so it starts with your belief in yourself and your project, and then it goes on to the foundation of your film, which is your pitch and your proposal.
Now, do you help them do that? Let's say they come to your thing and say, "Oh, I want to do this," and you look at the project and say, "Oh boy, this needs work." Will you help them coordinate and say, get rid of this stupid paragraph, put this one in there, tell them exactly what your time schedule is, this is what's going to be the nut, and so forth?
That's what it takes. Exactly. Sometimes...
Is that in this book?
Yes. Sometimes the most important part of your proposal is on page 8, and people may never get there. So I teach 3 dynamite paragraphs that knock me off my seat.
What are the dynamite paragraphs? I want to know.
They have to be a visual description of your film, something really powerful.
Something in the first paragraph?
3 paragraphs. I'll give you 3, but no more. And in those 3 paragraphs, you tell me the thought behind what I'm going to see on the film. It has to be a visual description. The theme is very important, and how you're going to present it. But the key thing that is... What is happening is that people who give money for films are sitting there, they're reading one after another, and all of a sudden they hit something that says, and we're going to make the greatest film of the world because this is what you'll see, and this is the result. Yeah. And it's something that just reads so perfectly that you can visualize the film. Then you say, okay, I'm listening, and you read every page they send in. Otherwise, you may be reading it, but your mind could be elsewhere.
Wandering off. Okay. Now, do people mostly come for money for financing films to you, or mostly for documentaries or short films? And which makes the most money?
Well, at the moment, indies, but docs are hot. Docs are coming out.
Docs are hot. That's a new TV show we're going to work on.
That's right. That's fine.
Why are they hot?
Because 10 years ago, if I told you, oh, there was a great documentary at 8 o'clock, you'd say, who was?
Give me a break.
Yes.
Yeah.
But now they announce it on television. There's a doc at 8 o'clock. And it's like they have switched the consciousness, has moved around
What causes this?
Well,
Bored with entertainment?
no,
products?
Michael Moore broke the barrier for us. He sold his film at $10 million, and no one, I don't think, to my knowledge, had sold a film for that much money before. So he showed us there was money in documentaries, and that brought thousands of people into the documentary field.
So that focused it. But now overall, what is how do you say that? What would be the most success story of documentaries? Is there really a success story? I mean, how many? If you, let's say you made 100 of them, how many really made back their nut first?
Well, that we don't know. You see, it's very hard to track numbers on docs, and that's why it's hard to do a private placement memorandum or a business plan for a documentary, because those people who have made and completed and sold their docs don't give that information out.
Oh, really?
And it's not on, you can't find it on IMDb as easy as you can the independent films. But I brought you some statistics that I thought you would like. And this also has to do with the new way of distribution that's coming out. There's a little film called The Wild Parrots of Telegraph Hill, all right?
Yeah.
That is number 32 in all-time DVD distribution.
Why?
So why?
What's the documentary about?
It's about some wild parrots on a hill that the guy was feeding. But this man made a decent film. He's gotten good reviews. But the reason it is so high is because he targeted his market. Before he made his film, he said, where is this film going?
Bird lovers?
Bird lovers. All over the United States. The Audubon Society, he bought names from mailing lists for subscriptions.
Oh, so he was the marketeer then.
Well, this is what you have to do now. You really have to market your own films.
Is there a marketplace? Where can you go to find a documentary?
Well, find docs,
Google?
you can Google, but Netflix is loaded with documentaries. And they're, it's the streaming business that's coming in. That's what's going to help docs and features.
Yeah, but if that's not a paid business.
Oh, it can be. It can be. If you relate that back to the iPod and the downloading for $1 a piece, and they've done 1 billion. Well, think about it if you had, if you sold your film at $4, so someone could download it, because they say downloading will be in mainstream for us in 2 years.
In other words, you want the documentary, you go to your iPod and press the button, and you get a 10-minute documentary.
Right.
What kind of documentaries do they make these days? What subject areas?
Well, there's a new doc out now called Food, and actually they're doing...
About the food chain or what?
It's about our food and the corruption or the corrupted chemicals, the chemicals in the food. And the corrupted food chain is what it's really about. And how eating good foods and nutritious foods is important for your health. Yeah. And now they've got a marketing plan going. If you go into Whole Foods and you take your ticket from the theater, they will give you a $10 coupon for food at Whole Foods. So, see, that's lateral marketing.
I thought they would stand in front of McDonald's and pass out a little brochure.
Put an X on front of it.
Right, yeah. Trust Incorporated. Because
Yes.
we've lost our trust in the Wall Street market, bonds and stocks.
Oh, I think Michael Moore is doing that.
Oh, really? Because a lot of people who had their pension plans and all these cities that had those money invested discovered that these guys were just doing a facade. They were doing worse than Madoff. They were living high on the hog and making commissions and transferring stuff, and the value of those companies were not even there.
Wasn't there?
Yeah.
I think we'll find Michael is on to that.
Oh, really? Have you met Michael Moore personally?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay. Well, he's got a gun now. He gets to take us to the local bank. Never mind. Thanks. Okay, Carol Dean, the book is The Art of Filmmaking, and the website is?
FromTheHeartProductions.com.
From the Heart Productions, plural, .com. You got it. I thank you for coming.
Thank
You've got to come more often. We've got to talk about documentaries.
Thank you.
All right.